Oh my goodness. Hello, 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 and welcome. I was going to say hello and give you the introduction and say welcome. It's good to see you here. And then Charlie and I were chatting, so and I forgot about the time. But anyway, I wanted to say hello and give you a little bit about her background. By the way, you are here watching us leading ladies, leaving legacies, living legacies. Charli Mace is a color expert. She's an author and a speaker. She happens to be absolutely phenomenal on the inside and out. And I absolutely adore the work that she does because all of you know that my background is fashion. And when I met her, we were kindred spirits. I'd like to share with you a little bit about Charli's background, just a wee bit, because she's going to be talking with us about it. She started her training in Chicago, Illinois, and she provides color consulting services for those who are interested. And she's traveled all over the world doing this in over 40 different countries. She has extensive experience in the area of color and much, much, much more, which is what we're going to talk about. She specializes in personal enhancements, bridal embellishments, professional color analysis, and all of that good stuff, not only for the person, the body, the individual, but for the home as well and offices. So I want you to help me to say hello and to welcome our guest, Charli. Charli, wonderful to see you and welcome and thank you for coming. Welcome.
Thank you. I enjoy being here. You're always a delight, Joy. And
Oh
color is
my.
my favorite subject, so I could talk about it anytime.
Well, this is why I said we're kindred spirits because I have the same mindset and I know that you love color and not only do you love it, many of us love stuff that we're not really good at. You are absolutely excellent at it because I've seen your work and I know what you do. Tell us how you came to love this coloring. How did you get into the business of color? That's what you can share with us.
The business of color. It's funny because my college background is electro-optics, and optics is the study of light and which is wavelength, which is color. So it was fascinating to me when I was in the hairdressers one day, and my hairdresser said, "You've got to learn, you've got to meet this woman." So I walked up to her and we chatted for a minute. And I just looked at her and I said, "Well, I want to do what you do." She just kind of stared at me and went, "Oh my gosh, oh my, what am I going to do with you?" So we had coffee, and it's been a marriage ever since.
So
Um, she is
that's
actually the developer of this system that I use, the Images Color System.
wonderful. And we're going to talk a wee bit about that. I love your title for tonight because my mindset outlook is really in sync with this. You said the importance of choosing color wisely is to help you to cultivate prosperity and confidence through the effective use of color. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit more about that because I mentioned earlier that people can buy pretty things, trendy things, and new things, but if you don't get the right color, it makes all the difference in the world. So share a little bit about that, how it helps to build your prosperity and confidence, because a lot of people like color, but maybe the color doesn't like them.
And that right there is an excellent point, because just because you enjoy something or enjoy being surrounded by it, you like what it looks like, that doesn't mean that you look good surrounded by it. And everyone has an undertone, and finding the cooler, the warm, the best of four undertones is going to make a difference in how you present yourself. You want someone to say to you, "Joy, you look marvelous today," not "Joy, I love your blouse."
Yes.
There's a very big difference there. You want them to see your face first. When they see your face first and you're dressed in colors that are complementary to your undertone, you're absolutely going to look radiant. Your teeth are going to sparkle white. Your eyes are going to be bright, and you're going to look radiant. And that confidence carries someone a long way, not just women, but men also, in their networking world.
I love that, Charli. This is why, because I had someone tell me a long time ago, the verbiage is different, but I think the meaning is the same. And if not, correct me. They said when someone gives you a compliment and they say, "My goodness, you look smashing today. I love the way you look today." They're talking about your look overall because everything is synchronized, harmonized, and blending. But if they say something like, "I love that blouse on you," or "I like that," whatever, it's not quite the same.
It's not the same. It means that they're drawn to the color first, and we want to see your face first. And my system shows you how to determine seeing your face first, and it shows you how to shop, It's foolproof. So, and these days people are into minimizing. They want to streamline their closet. They want to spend that extra 20 minutes in the morning at Starbucks instead of in their closet worrying on what to wear.
There you go. Now, you know that's one of my favorite places. I'm always talking about Starbucks. And I'm not even the biggest coffee drinker. But back to the color. Color is and has always been and will always be. And when it comes to, you mentioned a key word there, streamlining your closet. That means that you have to get the right colors for you.
Yes, yes.
Once you do that, you don't need gobs and gobs of clothing.
You don't. You don't. Let me throw something at you. The average woman only wears 19% of what's in her closet. 19%. That's a very tiny number considering how much that space is there.
I like that, you know. I like percentage. I don't know where that's coming from. Now it's gone. I like what you said because I like working with percentages. And what I found, and I know that you found it because I read this somewhere, that most women have gobs and gobs of clothes in their closet. But when they go there, pretty much they're wearing a large percentage of the same things over and over and over.
Yep, 19%.
19. So those things that you like are the things that you want to expound upon. I see some lovely people here. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome here. And we have Corey and other people. Welcome. It's always good to see you here. One of the things that is intriguing to me about color, and by the way, on this video that you will get will be all of the information about your free color report and your free color analysis and how that works for you. Tell us a little bit about how you do that, because that will go up so people can connect with you and get the color analysis so they can find out more about color. Tell us a little bit about how you work that.
Well, I have Color Tools is a unique product line. I'm the only one that has it. And there's actually 5 steps to doing a color analysis or performing a color analysis and finding your signature wardrobe. Okay. And there's a way that on the Color Tools website, you can get a online analysis, a real quick analysis. There's a questionnaire. You can also get a do-it-yourself kit, which comes with a 48-page book and instructions, and you can color analyze yourself. It's more fun with a friend. Or then you can hire me or someone that's in the color image business, and we do a whole program for you. So it's we find your undertones, we show you how to shop with our tools, and you can streamline your closet.
Well, let me just say, Charli, that's terrific, because you know that I have your color booklet and I'm putting together 3 different packages now, the shell of a package, because when people come in, I want to share with them, but I'm going to be using your book. And it's a phenomenal book. So those people who are tuning in now or for the replay, if they don't have it, they really need to get it, because it's a great book and phenomenal information, fantastic information. What do you feel when it comes to color? You mentioned something a moment ago. What are 2 or 3 of the most important points to consider when you're picking out and selecting colors for yourself? You mentioned it before, but speak a little bit more about that.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever is around your face is going to make you look radiant. Your skin is going to glow, your eyes are going to sparkle, your teeth are going to be brighter. You're just going to feel more alive. If you've got a color around your face that is not in your best color group out of the 4, too cool and too warm, if you've got something up around your face that is not complementary to your undertones, you're going to look like you're ill, like you don't feel well. Like, yeah, I'm here, but leave me alone, even though you don't say that out loud. So number 1 is we want to make sure that we see your face before we see the outfit, and that means you're looking radiant. And even if you can't replace everything in your wardrobe, surround your face with those colors. That's the number one, whatever is around your face, because then you look alive.
I love that, because you and I and many outside of the people that we know, they buy pretty and new things, and it's not the best color for them. When people come to you for a color analysis, what do you find is a number one area that you have to work with them on the most?
I would say their preconceived idea. I always start with an assessment because it lets me know what they think of what their best colors are. And just because they like blue or they like olive green doesn't mean that they look good surrounded by those colors. That doesn't mean that it complements their undertones. So the biggest challenge for me is steering them into the color family that is best for them. And I say color family because it's a whole range of colors. It's not just a blue or a red or a yellow. I tell brides there's 3,000 shades of white. Can you imagine that? So, and the same goes for any other color. There are many, many, many undertones in a blue or a red or pink.
You just mentioned something that I have known for the longest length of time, and I'm discovering that so many don't. And I'd love for you to speak to this. All of us at one time or another, hopefully often more than one, we have a formal or black tie event to attend. Well, you and I know, because we're in the business, that black is not the best color for a lot of women. So you're not obligated to wear black. And once you get your colors, what are some of the other colors that you can wear if you are to attend a black tie formal event? Because a lot of women, and it has nothing to do with white or black, it has to do with your coloration that you mentioned before. What are some of the other phenomenal colors that you can wear to a formal affair?
Okay, a formal affair means, like you said, typically black and white. And if black and white aren't your colors, because that black and white are both in the same cool color group. And you can get by with a real deep navy. You can get by with a deep forest green. Even if your color group is what we call an opal or a spring, where those darker colors aren't your best, there is still something with a warm undertone that you can get by with, a deep coral color. And if it really, you insist on wearing something black, find some gorgeous jewelry. Gem tones are marvelous because that is surrounding your face, and that's what is going to reflect. Everything around here reflects up. So wear your gem tones.
I love that, because
Gemstones.
Gemstones, something,
Gemstones.
jewels that are going to make, I love the word that you use often, it's going to radiate you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
allow you to glow, to glow. Now, have you found in working with all of the different people that you're working with that you might present a certain color to them and they just decide that that's just not a color that they like? Or does it take sometimes people time to get used to colors that are good for them that maybe they have just not considered or thought of?
Well, when I do a color analysis, they always walk away with knowing what their color group is out of the 4 color groups. They always walk away knowing what their best is. And because they do that, I encourage them to go shopping, go to Macy's, go to Walmart. I mean, it doesn't matter where you shop. GW Boutique is one of my favorites for the women re-entering the workforce. But go and hold those different shades up, the shades that are on that card, and you will see the difference. Once they see it, our system lets you actually see the difference. And once you see that you come alive, why would you want to wear anything else?
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's a $2 item. If it's not in my color group, I'm not buying it.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Let me ask you this. By the way, this question is going to relate to, we have I always love it when we have males out in the audience, because this show is leading ladies, leaving legacies, living legacy, but it's not sexist. We love it when we see men here. We have a male in the audience, Alfredo, and Alfredo says that his favorite colors are blue and purple. Now, we know what those colors are. Tell us a little bit about the purple family, because we know that it's related to royalty.
Royalty, right. Purple is related to royalty. And you see that anybody that's been to Mardi Gras, that those are part of the colors of the beads, the purple and the green and the gold. It was something that wasn't easy to make originally, historically, just like blue, because there's not a lot of natural elements that are blue. So those were colors that were coveted by royalty because it wasn't available to the layman.
Yes, yes. Now here is you mentioned black and the many variations and color ranges of black. Here's something that I found by accident. I didn't know this, and I know that you do, but speak to this a little bit because every color has a zillion different tints, hues, and so on. You can have 100 black outfits hanging in your closet, and they can all be different variations. So
Yes.
how does one get to know and understand this and match their blacks and their whites and even other colors accordingly?
Number one, when you have a color analysis with me, these are your color tools. All
Yes,
right,
I love those.
four color groups. Okay, when you know what your best color group is, this one is mine. You'll see there is a navy on it. But if you go to the store and you look, just pull out from a couple of racks, just pull out a couple of different navies, and they're all different. You will see where one is very, very deep or where one has a yellow edge to it. It's not real bright. Whites are the same way. A perfect example is men's khaki pants.
Yes.
Khaki pants, they come with a pink hue, they come with a purple hue, they come with a brown or yellow undertone. Some of them are even green undertones. You pick up 3 pairs of khakis in the store and they're all going to be different. And that's because dye lots are different. And dye lots, once it's made, even with the same recipe, it is never ever the same. So the people that walk around with swatches, fabric swatches, they're never going to match it. Never in a million years are they going to match. So that's why swatches don't work.
Yes, and this is why when you talk about different tints, different hues, you're not matching, but you stay in the same family. So
Undertones.
explain to someone how to do that, Charlie. That's important.
Right. You have to stay in the same undertones. Let whites, brides, whites. My daughter happens to be an opal or a spring. If you can imagine the spring colors, okay?
Yes.
All right. They're very, very clear, bright spring flower colors. Mm-hmm. Now, when she went for her wedding dress, she couldn't wear a stark white. Her face was all blotchy looking. But put that slight ecru, that slight yellow undertone. It wasn't a cream. It wasn't a beige. It was just a slight yellow undertone to it, and she's radiant.
Yes.
She's radiant. So you can tell just by going in the store and looking at the different shades. You'll be able to tell. And with our color system, our Gemtone system, it's real easy to shop because we show you how to eliminate the things that don't work for you. And it's always easy for someone to look at something and say, oh, that doesn't match, that doesn't match, that doesn't match. That one matches.
Yes.
Coordinates. And then you can take it home and it will coordinate with anything else in your closet.
I hear you loud and clear. You know, one of the things, the many things that is very akin to what I do and what you do is we work to harmonize and blend things. We look and search for balance. And when you're going into different hues and tints and tonal colors, that's what you have to do. Now, this might be a difficult, I like research like you, Charlie, and this is something I've never researched. When it comes to colors, is there 1, 2, 3 top rated favorite colors for individuals? I know that when it comes to branding and marketing and putting that red and blue and yellow.
Exactly. Color is definitely something that you have to consider when you're marketing, when your logo. You have to consider industry, what's going to catch your eye. As far as personal color goes, use what you're most comfortable in. You know the shades, the tints, if you get compliments wearing your purple outfit, saying you look good. If you get it using the blues. And just because a color is in your color group, it does not mean you have to wear it. I have a jade green here in my group. I don't wear jade green, but I can successfully.
Yes.
So just because something's in your group doesn't mean you have to wear it. Wear what you're comfortable with.
Charlie, you touched on something that's really important. I'm going to take it from what you just said and put it to why I wore this color tonight. This is not a favorite color, but it's a color that I can wear well, but it doesn't show up on TV. So Let's talk about those of us who are doing live TV and colors, because there's certain colors that just will not show up on the screen the way they look on you in person. Now, how do
And
we differentiate and how do we separate and how do we know? I mean, I did this on purpose, but speak to
right.
that a little bit.
And what you have to do is, it's not as bad now because because color is digital, but in days earlier, a lot of the film had yellow undertones to it. So if I wore a green or a teal outfit, it showed up royal blue on camera. If
Ah,
I wore a hot pink outfit, it showed up flaming red on camera.
yes,
So you have to experiment with, number one, your camera, and everyone's monitors are different. So it's how things are calibrated. You just have to put on what you think looks better and try it at home. You can sit in front of your camera.
yes, I love that. I love that response and that reply. And we have Corey who asked a great question, Charlie. She said, and this is one of my questions. So, Corey, thank you for this. She said, are people more than one color group? Can
And
people?
the answer to that is, you have one best color group. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I can wear any color." Well, they can. They don't look best. They don't look their best in any color. They can wear it. You can wear whatever you want. But people have an undertone, and there is a color group that you will look your best in. And it's not going to change if you get tan. As you get older, your skin thins out, but your undertones are still the same. I'll give you one caveat. Someone
Yes,
who with a kidney disease or something that has a jaundiced appearance, that's an illness, and it will just show differently. But that's because of an illness. So, but
yes,
no, you have one best color group.
got it. I like that.
Okay,
And
there's a
and
whole range of colors in there, but you have one best color group.
yes, and I like what you just said earlier about your color grouping. There's a color in there that you just, for whatever reason, you don't wear, you don't like, it doesn't fit something, but that one group is your best grouping, and that's where you go. Now, the time flies here, Charlie. Let's do this because I know that you have a free gift that you're offering. A free report, The Importance of Color Analysis. All of this is going to go up on the website, and this video is going to be given to you, but the people will be able to click on and get to you. But tell us a little bit, if you want, about the importance of color analysis and that free report that you're offering. I know that people want to hear about that.
Yeah, it's a free report. It talks about the importance of color analysis, and it talks not just about personal color analysis. It touches on business, and it touches on decor, how you want a feeling. So color has its own language, and I explain a little bit of that in this free report. So at least by getting that report, you are knowledgeable about what your options are. So
Sounds good. Yes. And we all need that. We all need that. That's a good thing to have. I think what I have found, and I know you have found it as well, women love clothes, fashion, style, color. But oftentimes, if it's not your arena to dance in, you don't know how to package it and put it all together.
And what makes that even more difficult is Pantone, who is the color authority for all goods. They always have a color of the year. And there are years when I can find colors in my color group, and there are years when I can't. It just depends on what the colors of the year this international marketing group has decided. And the manufacturers aren't going to make my best shade of purple this year. So you have to balance things out. So.
Yes, and what you just said is really more profound, I think, than most of us know, because once you get your colors, though, and you know what colors are best for you, you align your wardrobe and everything with those colors. So whether that one particular color is in or out, it doesn't matter as much to you because you know the colors that you have. Your word, and I'm taking it, Charlie, you radiate. You learn
You
how.
radiate, and you streamline your shopping, you streamline your wardrobe, you streamline the closet. You know, it's worth looking good all the time. Pick a top, pick a bottom, and you go.
Absolutely.
Always
Now,
look great.
the time just goes, but Charlie, before we say so long for now, is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you want to respond to the audience with? Is there anything that you want to ask me before we say so long for this time around? Anything at all? Anything that you want to share with the audience?
I think what I'd like to share is get that free color report, get your colors done, even if you don't do anything with it, even if you're going for a job interview or a date, you want to look your best, surround your face. I do have a coupon code if they want to buy any of the products that are on the Color Tools site.
Oh,
The
okay.
coupon code is JOY,
Wonderful.
JOY, all capital letters, and that gives them 20% off of the product, any of the product line.
Oh,
That's only good until September 1st.
do I have that information, Charlie? I don't know if you've sent me
I
that.
don't know. I probably didn't. I'll shoot it off to you
You must
immediately.
send that to me because what I want to do is when we take this video down and put all your links and everything on it, to put that there, because if you have until September 31st, people who are coming for the replay and after will have a chance to get to you. The
Right.
other information I have here, but please get that over to me as soon as possible. And
I
I'm
can
more
do
than
that.
delighted to put that up for you.
It's
And
been
then,
a pleasure, Joy. You're so colorful.
you know, we have a mutual admiration society here. The majority of women who come aboard, it's just that kind of chemistry, and I love it. Thank you so much. It's a learning process, but I have fun, and I'm so blessed to have women like you and all the others who will come after the fact. I see that our beloved Yvonne is out here. Yvonne, you're coming on too at some point in time soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you for all this wonderful information. Charlie, I'm going to put you to the side just for now. But yet, I want you to know that if you'll stay for just a second, I want to have a few last minute words with you. But thank you for everything. You gave us lots of tips, lots of tools to work with. And I'll
Always a
make
pleasure.
my pleasure that everything goes up on the website. Okay, thank you. I don't know where the time goes. You hear me say this every week, and I say it because the time flies. But when you're speaking with people that you would like and admire and love, and you have high regard and respect for, time flies. Charlie and I are in the same arena dancing, doing a little bit different, but at some point in time, we will work together because I love what she's doing. We all love color. She is the expert. She knows all about color. So do I, but you know, you can't do everything. You got to surround yourself with people who support you as you support them. So thank you all for being here. I hope that many of you were able to get some of your questions answered. And if not, Charlie and I will go back after the fact and respond to you. And if you're watching the replay, please make sure that you type in replay. And then from there, we'll get back to you. It's always a pleasure being with you. Have a great evening, a great week, a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here again and soon, next Tuesday and Wednesday night. So long for now. Cheers.